What's up, YouTube world? Steve here. You're watching Rust Busters. That's right, we changed the name. Abandoned Car Revivals is no more. I never really liked that name. We just started using that in a pinch because Derek from Volkswagen Garage got a little mad when we started using the name Roadworthy Revivals, kind of a spin-off of Roadworthy Rescues, a show he does. So we're just ditching it. I finally found something that I think is catchy. Rust Busters, who you gonna call, right? So kind of what made me think of that name, I was looking at this Plymouth Fury we rescued, and I think it looks a little bit like the Ghostbusters car. I know it's not a caddy, and I thought, well, why not just call it Rust Busters? We put a little Rust Busters logo on it, maybe a winch or something up front, and some, you know, tools for busting cars out of the woods, and we can have our Rust Buster wagon. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? We're gonna work on the logo. If any of you guys out there are good logo designers, you know, hit me up. We'll work on getting something cool. We'll get some t-shirts out. Who you gonna call? Rust Busters. Anyway, today's video isn't really about that. It's more about what I'm doing here. The muffler on the Beetle over there is all rusted out and it's really loud. So this one here on the VW Squareback is actually in decent shape despite being burned. So yeah, here's the motor. I'm gonna see if I can get the tractor over here and lift this up and get that off of there, clean it up, and see if it'll bolt up to the Beetle and work for us. So we got some bumper brackets that are still pretty solid. I think I'll just wrap a chain around there, use the 3-point hitch. I'll get the tractor in here and we'll try and lift her up. Well, that'll do. Chain's about 10 miles too long. I think, yeah, maybe I'll put some wheel ramps under here so it doesn't fall and kill me. And we'll lay under there and see if we can bust her out of there. Just trying to make it a little flatter for me to fit under there when I drug her over here. Jeez. A couple of years ago already, it kind of took a bunch of the yard with it. Yeah, a little backstory on this car. If you guys, if it's your first time seeing it, this belonged to a buddy of mine. He bought it for his son as a grad present. It was a very nice looking car. Bright, shiny red. No rust, no Bondo, nothing in it. And then it burned in the McDougal fire here in Kelowna area. Yeah, I had a couple of these back in the day, and I thought it looked kind of cool, all burnt out, and couldn't stand seeing it get scrapped. He couldn't stand staring at it anymore, so I just drug her over here for yard art. There we go. All the hangy bits away from me. Okay, so this is what the underside of your Volkswagen looks like after a very hot fire. You see most of that transmission case is burned away. You can see the whole torque converter. You know, if I were to cut these axles, this whole thing would probably fall right out of here. Anyway, I guess what we're after is this bolt here. Okay. That one up there is already burnt off of the head. It's gone. Let's see. Yep, I figured. We may have to just drag her to the shop and zip disc these. Oh, it's actually coming. Uh-oh. This whole thing. Oh yeah. You guys okay? What happened? Holy. Okay. There you go. So, the heater box just fell off. We'll get that out of the way. Okay, I guess that's this side. There is no cylinder head. It's gone. So we'll go try the other side. Okay, this side's slightly more attached, I think, seeing as there's still remnants of a cylinder head up in here. Well, bolt's coming loose like it was never in a fire. Amazing. Okay. Oh, just lost it somewhere, but it came out. There it is. One stud. Still good. I think we'll reach in from the top here, get this guy. There we go. That's coming out too. The nut actually came off of that one. Okay, so should just come off now, right? Ha-ha! There we go. So, I mean, I don't see why a guy couldn't run this as long as I can get it to fit under that Beetle and not have to really cut stuff. We're gonna try it. Geez, the gaskets are still pretty good on these. A couple bolts to zing off there. And yeah. Geez, I guess the next thing I gotta do is get that Beetle on the lift and see if this fits. So I guess we'll do that now. So, looks like that's that oil burning smell I was getting. We got a pretty good valve cover gasket leak, but we want to get in there and adjust the valves pretty pronto anyways. So, look at the rust situation. This is why we got to get rid of this muffler. The tube looks okay. If we can get this off of here. Other side, also rusted out. There's a hose clamping here already. Somebody else was trying to do something. So, yeah, we'll see if we can bust those off. We're missing a nut. I can see there already. Oh, that's the other problem we got. This exhaust, this is the factory one with the little heat risers we'll have to eliminate on. I don't think that's a real problem though. So, without further ado, we'll try and separate this. There we go. That bolt's already missing. Let's see. This one is there. Well, that looks like a job for a little 13 mil bone wrench. Okay, well, you guys took quite the tumble there, but you seem to be okay. So I got this little piece of, I don't know, I think this is some sort of air funnel to blow air on the push rod tubes. I don't know, but I got to get it out of the way so I can get to that bolt up there. There's a screw from the top. This side, yeah, I think I can get from here. Maybe I'll keep working on that before I go up there. And then I may just cut these off. I don't know, we'll see. And yeah, you guys want to see the bottom of the car while we're here? We got a little axle seal leak, various oil leaks. Shocks are old and leaking. We rust hole in the rear passenger footwell that I almost fell through. Battery tray area, actually not bad. Heater channels. Yeah, what heater channels? Passenger front foot area, pretty good. Driver's bad. Driver's rear, good. Yeah, not much left to that heater channel on this side either. Maybe we should just weld in some rock sliders all the way along here. I don't know. It's pretty chewy up in there. I don't know. This front pan area, pretty crusty. I don't know how structural this is. It is tied into the front axle beam. So, but it looks like there's more structural stuff up in there. So, probably not structural. Let's go with that. Up front, you know, not too bad looking. Yeah, she's had a little bit of an accident here. This is all crinkled and maybe someone's re-straightened it, pulled on it. This side too. So yeah, anyway, I'll get that last bolt out and we'll bring her down and see what we can get undone on the top side. Okay, this looks like it's probably the guy. We gotta get out of our way. There. Imagine there's supposed to be a pipe going from here down to here. There's like a hot air suction into the air cleaner there. Okay, that should be loose now. I don't see any other screws. Yeah, and then this is like a hot air riser up to the intake. All right, come out of there. Yeah. What's holding it? Oh, just kind of slide out maybe. There we go. Get that out of our way. Now I should be able to access that there bolt a little better. Yeah, let's get some juice on it. Okay. You guys want to see? Up there. Oh, my poor neck. Oh, well, it's already pretty finger tight. That's good. Oh yeah. Come on. Oh. Alright, so I decided we're just going to pull this metal trim out of here anyways, since I got to take it out to get to this crank seal that's leaking. And it just seems nicer than cutting things. A couple more screws on this side and she should be out. That's a little different. Took it for a rip down the highway Tuesday, the other 2 days ago now, and had her up to about 65 miles an hour. She was screaming pretty good. Still have people passing me left, right, and center. Okay, now this one guy come out first. There we go. Okay, yeah. There we go. So now we just got these little guys on the side. Rusty Beetle muffler. Yeah. Look at them gaping holes. No wonder it was so loud. Now, is this part of my J-pipe? Could be. Let's see. Well, we got a little nub sticking out there. Got a little hole in her here, right under where the gasket goes. This side, oh yeah, I just got to knock this off. That's part of the muffler. And we should be good to test fit that other muffler. Moment of truth. Tight. Yeah. First thing I'm noticing is that the spacing is different. They don't line up. Well, that ain't gonna work. I don't think. I don't know. And then it hits the body there. This side real bad. Yeah. To run this will all have to be cut out, which I don't want to do. So the answer is no. I guess we're going to be sourcing something else. I know my buddy Justin with the Herbie car has a Stinger. He'd trade me for the Knight Rider hood off that black Firebird. Oh. But again, that's going to require a lot of cutting and such. So maybe we'll just source out a stock style muffler to put back in here. You know, keep her as original as we can. This is a little bent. It'd be a good time to work on this and straighten it out, I guess. So anyway, I guess that's it for this video. I just really wanted to announce the new name to you guys, get it out there, and yeah, play with this Beetle a little bit. I was hoping that would fit, but it was a bit of a gamble. So until next time, I'm probably going to do that black Firebird next. We'll see if that thing will fire up and run and drive. So cheers, guys.